Welcome back. This is Anza. Madam Kilongosi, what are the things that you're passionate about?
Seeing families well organized and having that security that all will be well, whether you're there or not. So for me, that really gives me the drive to keep going.
Does it always have to be about money in families?
No, even your vision. It's a vision, it's a money, it's your legacy actually. So as a head of the family, what is your vision and what is your legacy for your family?
Awesome.
Yeah.
Now, one thing that people always come across, network.
Yes.
What is network and how are people supposed to calculate that?
Yes. When the other day we're having the new office, our government in office, there was all that thing about what is their net worth.
Yes.
So then most of us knows the net worth of our celebrities.
Yes.
But interesting enough, people don't know what their net worth is. So that is very ironical that you bother to know what other people's net worth is and you don't know what your net worth is. So simple way to calculate it is your age times your annual income, whether business or...
Let's go step by step.
Yes.
You said?
Your age.
Age.
Yes. Times your annual income.
Annual income.
Whether your business income or salary. Divide by 10.
Divide by 10.
Yeah, so
Why 10?
If it's a formula.
It's a formula.
Yes. So if you do that maths, then if you're not anywhere near there, you're really in the red.
So age times your net worth divided by 10.
Yeah. So let's say you're 25 years, your annual salary or income is $1 million.
Yes.
So divide by 10, that would give you what? Those people who know maths, how much would that be?
Do the math. No, moving on.
So if you don't have those few millions in your account, you're doing badly. Yeah. And it hasn't, and not in one place, but it needs to be financial investments, financial assets. Not your cars, not your houses. Financial. So if you're expecting some insurance payouts, your pension, SACCO.
Cars, and they're not part of net worth?
We are doing a litmus test.
Litmus test.
That is the easiest because if I ask you... The basic.
Okay.
If I ask you your assets, do you have your assets? Like you can tell me, this is all I own at once. Very difficult.
This is very difficult.
Yeah,
you have to go there and say, and because find the value of this asset.
Yes, but this other one is the basic, quickest.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I told you, do this. To get your net worth, your age, multiply what you get annually, then divide by 10. Then tell us whether you are a millionaire or not. Now moving on, madam, estate planning. Estate planning. These are some of the things that people come across. Especially those venture into business. What are the fundamentals of estate planning?
One, estate planning is not about the estates where we live. It's about
organizing. Do you hear that? Estate planning is not about estate. It's not about where we are living. Estate where you live.
Yeah. Good. Yeah, it's not about housing. It's about all that you own and how you need to transition it. Because we are all here for a time. We all know death is certain. Only that we do not know the hour or the day. But we all know it will happen. So when that happens, how are you leaving the people that you care about? So whether you have a family or you don't, you still have some sort of family. So how are you going to leave them? Those people who depend on you, how are you going to leave them? And we've seen most families where there's money or no money, people really fight when it comes to a provider has died. So to prevent that, what do you need to do now when you're still alive so that it doesn't have to go that way?
Yes. So what are the fundamentals in that?
You need to define your assets, define your beneficiaries.
Awesome.
And beneficiaries here, we're not restricting to your blood children or relatives. It is those people that you support.
Am I the one to choose my beneficiary, right?
Yes.
I'm the person to choose my beneficiary.
Exactly. You choose because these are the people you support. Whether it is your nanny's children, you support your brother's children, everyone. You have adopted some children in church that you regularly support. if you support your parents, those are your beneficiaries. So you define the assets, you define the beneficiaries, and then why the purpose of that instrument. If it is a will or if it is a trust, you define the purpose. What do you want it to do? So if you have children who are going to school, how do you want their fees paid? How do you want their upkeep catered for? You define your role. You define what you do now for it to continue being effected posthumous.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
It is a culture is it a culture that have been embraced in Kenya?
Not slowly, people are becoming aware. And yes, it is something that we need to really start talking about because our traditional family setup, those ties no longer hold.
Okay.
Yeah, because we've become a global village. So, with the urbanization, what we used to have traditionally no longer works. So you have to actually define what you do now. It's like doing your, if you're employed, you have your something that mechanism to assess or to prove to your employer you have done what you have been asked to do. So it's a mechanism of drawing or stating what your roles are and how you want them to continue being done when you're not here.
Good.
Business continuity plan at a personal level.
Okay.
Yes.
And I know in the corporate world, you can be busy. It's a busy world. Eh? Do you have a routine that you follow every day?
Yeah. Prayer in the morning. Prioritizing what needs to get done. Because you could have a plan yesterday, but you wake up in the morning, something has changed because there's something more urgent that has come up. So prioritize and then work with it. But always, I set goals for each and every day.
And now, when you talk of asset planning, now that brings about the issue of will and trust.
Yes.
What's the difference? Because now, personally, I'm confused. And I know they would also like to know asset planning, will, and trust.
Okay, estate planning is the apex. Then you have tools to plan your estate.
Okay.
So the tools are trusts and wills.
Awesome.
So a will, the main difference is a will is a one-time transaction. Once it actually takes effect when you're dead. Then once it is read and distributed, that's it. But for a trust, you actually, it can be forever. It can terminate after a certain event takes place, an event that you define. Let's say your youngest child attains a certain age or attains maybe a qualification that you want to push them to do, then you can say that ends, or it can be forever. The big families that we know, most of their families are actually run by trusts.
By trust,
Yes.
And must you be rich to have these wills and trust?
No. That is a misconception that is there. You don't have to be, because everyone owns something.
Everyone knows something.
Starting from that watch that you own,
the phone. Oh my God.
Yes, so it is something, it's an asset. And there's that person that you'd like to have your watch when you're not there. So everyone, you have something, start putting it down. And when you put it down, there's something about putting something in black and white.
Yes.
It makes you think through it and you plan so that when you're writing it down, if so-and-so is not there, what should happen? It makes you think beyond just that abstract thinking that you hope that people will do their best. Your hopes and your desires, if not defined, your family doesn't even know what you want. So you have to actually put it in writing.
So everyone owes something, and that qualifies to be on a will.
Who says it's once written can't be done? You can keep changing it as often as your life changes, because life is dynamic. So what you have today, next month, next year, there could be a drastic change. So you keep changing as your life keeps changing. Yeah.
Now, Madam Happy, we are almost moving, towards our happy part of the show.
Yes.
But before we do that, the importance of having due diligence when seeking services, the service that you offer. What are the things that people should look out for? Because you want, maybe you want someone to show you how to do your will, how to do your trust, and of course estate planning and all. How do you do due diligence to make sure that everything is perfect?
I find that question interesting, because when people become sick, how do they get the right doctors? Yet they didn't know they existed.
Try and error.
It's not try and error. Consult, ask, go to the doctor that you know, your GP, then ask for a reference, they will
Consult.
give you. So consult. You can't know everything. So start from what you know so that you get towards the unknown. So if you're sick, you go to a hospital, you have a cancer problem, the doctor will refer you to the right oncologist. And if you go to that oncologist, they will actually even refer you to as an oncologist with a specialty in that particular disease that you have. So if it is estate planning, look for a lawyer that deal with succession matters, and you will just get to know. Yeah.
Thank you so much, madam. Now, to the fun part.
Yeah.
If you're dancing to a song, which one?
That song by All Things Intentional. What's Trevor Sam?
Tupatie karibu kidogo. Maybe tunaijua.
Now you're putting me on the spot.
Maybe tunaijua.
The words have gone, but I also love bongo.
Bongo?
Yes.
Akina Bosho.
What a?
Oh my God. Akina Diamond pale.
Bas.
Fantastic.
And back home, Sauti Sol.
Of course, Sauti Sol. Do
Yes.
you love, are you a movie fan?
Yeah.
Tell
I'm
us
actually a
about-
screen addict.
Screen addict, eh?
Yes.
So which one did you watch latest?
I love series. I haven't finished Blacklist. I binge on series, and you see, we fight for the TV with my kids. So, but I love series. I love The Scandal, Power, Empire.
Yes.
I love that genre.
Vitu kali tu. Spending habits. Do you have some of the spending habits that you don't like, but you find yourself doing it again and again?
Thank God nowadays no, but I used to be a horrible spender. I'm a spendthrift to death, but with financial planning knowledge, I have managed to, I am saved from doing that. So nowadays, no, I ask myself before I buy anything, is it a need or is it a want? Is it going to improve my life? Does it add quality? So depending.
How are you not telling us what you used to buy?
Everything.
As
I
in
was just a shopper. I would buy this glass and I would find a small one. It looks pretty. I'd find one with a silver lining. I justify myself. I need that one. You find one with that black. So I would have the same thing,
Different, you know?
but different variations, doing the same purpose, which really doesn't add value. But I used to be there. But you can get out of it.
Okay.
When you set goals, then you will actually take yourself through the motion of asking whether it is a need or a want. So when it's not a need, why do I want it? If that money is disturbing me, then I'd rather throw it in investment.
Okay.
Yes.
Corporate world. Are there advantages? Are there opportunities that the people can take advantage of?
Yes, there is always a way that when you look at the challenges that people are having,
Yes.
you will expand your business towards the same. Like at CPF, for example, originally, all we were doing was scheme administration, and it was an in-house administrator. But we have since expanded in very many spaces. We're in the real estate, we are in ICT and infrastructure, we are in insurance brokerage, we are in training and consultancy. We have started a trust fund, and we are still growing because in our vision of fulfilling lives, we fulfill lives in every other way that we find there is a problem that we can address.
Okay.
Yeah.
Before you are parting short, are there ways that people can easily reach CPF, financial services?
Yes. We have a website, CPF.
CPF.
So if you Google CPF, financial services, you will see the array of products that we have for business people, for corporates, for individuals. You can dial there and you have USSDs for the different products that you'd be interested in. And you can also send us an email. You can respond to all the questions that you have.
So if you are in business, you want to venture into business, you would like to know something about, financial services that are offered by CPF, just Google, go there and find those services in their website. Now, you're parting short. You look, this will be your camera.
Okay.
Yes.
One, have a plan. For whatever it is you're doing, have a plan, discipline yourself, and be consistent. Because if you follow that, trust the process, it will always pay out. So for stable families, plan, their discipline, and discipline involves you communicating what your values are, what you need to do, and stay consistent to the discipline mechanisms that you've set, and the rest will flow. Trust the process. It will always flow. There's no quick fix, microwave solutions.
Fantastic.
Yes.
I told you at Anza, it's always a learning day. For me, I'm starting to write a will. So now we know the difference between estate, wills, and trust. Thank you so much for making time for Anza. Here we want to inspire businesses, inspire entrepreneurs, and of course people who want to make that first step. Well, that brings us to the end of the show today. My name is Samuel G. Wainaina. Like always, growth of your business matters. Keep it Anza. But for now, ta-ra.